The Guru is live.
Good morning. I've got a great opportunity for you today. There are a bunch of opportunities in real estate. This is a unique opportunity for you to stand out to your clients and build your business bigger than ever before, because that is our goal. Every day is building your business bigger than ever before. And our topic today is how to be an Energy Star agent. Everyone's looking, how do I save power? Now, to answer the quick question, why are they looking to save power? Well, I probably don't need to answer that for you, because because your pocketbook is lighter than ever before, because the power is taking so much of our money. It's just true. It costs a lot. And that's whether you're on the electric power grid or the natural gas grid or the propane grid or whatever grid that you're on. Power is costing more than ever before. And being an Energy Star agent, this is becoming very popular, and you can wow your clients with your abilities and your knowledge, skills, and abilities in Energy Star. We're going to dig into this in just a minute after this.
So, Rod, how can a cup of coffee improve my career in real estate?
Well, one cup of coffee is how we start our mornings, and it's not a stranger in real estate. We have coffee with our clients all the time. Even bigger than that, we can sit down with one cup of coffee, talk about your goals, make your business bigger, and push you to heights that you can't even believe.
That's right. And I'll tell you, working for Rod and I, you can be pushed because he's a workhorse.
I love real estate, and I want to share my passion with building your career in real estate as soon as we can pour the next cup of coffee.
So how about a cup of coffee with us?
I look forward to having a cup of coffee with you and having a discussion of a career change as soon as possible.
Thank you. The Guru is back.
Okay, so what about this Energy Star thing? Why should we be so excited? Why am I all churned up this morning about it? Because it's a way to put money in your pocket and showcase your skills to the client. Anytime you can showcase your skills to the client, your knowledge, skills, and abilities to the client means that you are becoming important to them through credentials, and they will remember this and then recommend you, because the goal is in 3 years is to have most of your business coming from referral. It's the easiest business you can ever build is referral business. The hardest business is going after a brand new client, obviously. All right, so let's talk about natural applications. There are some natural applications, and while they seem simple at first, they add up. So you want to be talking to your clients about natural applications, whether they're a seller or a buyer. This is good information on both, because you can market a home with Energy Star information. You can also help your clients buy a home and save money in the long run by doing some applications. All right, shade. Why use shade? Well, shade keeps us cool in the summer. Shade, trees, shade, and things like this can also help keep us warm in the winter. So shade has a lot of aspects that help us with our life. Of course, cooling our homes has become a big deal. It seems like summers are getting hotter and hotter. I will tell you, in the Northwest, last summer, hottest summer on record. Portland it was either 116 or 117 degree day. Who would think? I thought those kind of temperatures only happen in the desert. Now we're having them in Portland, Oregon. That's incredible. Now, I hope we don't have temperatures like that again this year, but who knows? It seems like every year things are going up. So shade, a big deal for both sides, whether it's cooling or heating. being able to be shaded from the elements, blocked from the wind, blocked from the rain, making sure you have that screen. And I don't mean a window screen, although that's important as well. The screen of trees that help us. By the way, grab yourself a cup of coffee this morning. I'm sipping mine. There, real quick, take a moment and like the show. It makes me smile when people hit that like button. And I don't care in what social media platform that you're in, hit the like button. I love it. Follow us on Facebook. In YouTube, take a second and hit the subscribe button. You want to start building your business bigger than ever before? Hit the subscribe button. You will become part of the Guru members only events. And just a quick little side, we've got an event we're going to be announcing here shortly that is huge, and the Guru members are going to be among the first to hear about it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. You become part of the Guru members. All right, let's get back over to it. What else do trees do for us? Well, of course, trees give us oxygen, but they also give us, not part of today, but if we want to think about it, it gives us an aesthetic appeal for buyers or for sellers to market the home. People love trees. They love shrubbery. They love the environment. Nobody wants to live in a cement city. I'm just going to put it out there. Would love to hear from you in your comments. Maybe you've had a client that wants to live in Cement City. Mostly people want to not live in Cement City. They want to, even if they live downtown, you can still be part of wonderful parks. You can be part of the environment. People are looking to be part of that. Well, we also want to use this, we talked about shade. I jumped into that. We want to use sun wisely because sun can heat our homes. Just had a show the other day about using windows and how historically windows helped heat our home, cool our home, well, we're talking similar things here, but we're talking applying it through an Energy Star program that you can talk to your clients about. Now, people do, what is it? I should have started with this, but what is Energy Star? Energy Star is a whole program out there that you can look for. There's a symbol to it, and I know we have the symbol coming up on a slide for you. You can see that symbol. I'm certain when you're shopping for a refrigerator or an appliance or a furnace, it's odd to say shopping for a furnace, but yes, you can shop for a furnace. You can see these symbols out there that are Energy Star related, or they have an energy guide. The energy guide, that's what we're talking about, is being familiar as an agent with these processes. So you can speak as an informed person and explain it to them. Now, the energy guides, they look simple, but dig into the details. There's more to know about the energy guide. And if you can help break this down for your client, you will be a rock star for it. That's what we're looking for, is to make you the point of information. This will help build your relationship. This will get you deeper into a relationship and the motives of your client, because you can dispel the myths of things and you can bring the facts to things. And bringing the facts to Energy Star and saving them money on the home they're already concerned about the payment they're going to be making on the home. Of course, they're already concerned about this. Everybody is. You say, well, how do you know that? Well, everybody's concerned about the payment of the home. Well, one way you can alleviate some of that is to explain how you can keep their bill down, particularly if the home they're looking at is already an Energy Star type of home. That is wonderful, by the way. All right, what about solar power? Because we're talking power and all the different power types of things, and there's all kinds of power grid systems. But solar power becoming extraordinarily popular. Even if the home the buyer's looking at is not already solar, you can look into it for them. You can have people to contact for them. In my area in the Northwest, you usually need something that is pretty open on a southern facing. And if you do, you may have an opportunity to put in a power grid called solar. And the solar not only reduces your power consumption to the grid that you're paying for, but many of these systems are big enough they can sell back to the system, and your meter actually runs backwards. That is just mind-blowing, because we are in such a need of power. There are some homes out there advertising getting close to a net zero. I would like to hear from you in your comments. Do you know excuse me, do you know of some of these homes? Can we go to a commercial so I can clear my throat real quick?
So, Rod, how can a cup of coffee improve my career in real estate?
Well, one cup of coffee is how we start our mornings, and it's not a stranger in real estate. We have coffee with our clients all the time. Even bigger than that, we can sit down with one cup of coffee, talk about your goals, make your business bigger, and push you to heights that you can't even believe.
That's right. And I'll tell you, working for Rod and I, you can be pushed because he's a workhorse.
I love real estate, and I want to share my passion with building your career in real estate as soon as we can pour the next cup of coffee.
So how about a cup of coffee with us?
I look forward to having a cup of coffee with you and having a discussion of a career change as soon as possible.
Thank you. The guru is back.
Okay, I'm back in with the clear throat now. Sorry about that. Sometimes you get that tickle in your throat, and what do? Okay, we're talking about solar systems, and solar systems also use batteries. They use the battery as a storage for a backup for when there's no sun. And that is something that you want. You want to put a system in that has enough battery backup that it can run your house after it grabs the energy from the sun itself. Now, there's also wind power. Wind power, extraordinarily popular now. I mean, if you're out in the Columbia River Gorge where I'm at, where there's lots of wind, the gorge is filled with windmills now. Historically, windmills for wind power weren't used for electricity. They were used to grind, as a mill, as a grinder for flour, things like this. They were used to pump water. That's all wonderful. And there are still some windmill water pumps out there. Oh, I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Do you know where a water pumping windmill currently is in the Northwest? I would love to hear from you on this, just so I would know where one is. I know there are some. I've heard from people that there are a few out there of windmill water pumps that still operate. Would like to hear from you in the comments where those are at. All right. So home energy scores. So we're talking about being an energy score agent and marketing yourself as an energy score agent. But what about home energy scores? So we're kind of mixing terms here a little bit. But home energy scores, this is huge. Portland is now a home energy score mandate. That is, we have to have. You're going to sell a home in the Portland market, you have to advertise what your home energy score actually is. And when this came out just a few years ago, everybody thought, oh, this is nothing. This is going nowhere. Well, guess what? It's going somewhere. And people are beginning to pay attention to what the energy score is of the particular home that they're buying. Now we have sellers saying that they're concerned that their energy score is going to be advertised too low, and what can they even do about it? Well, there is a variety of things to do. You'd have to look at the report. You'd have to talk to the people who deal with energy scores and how they can move that score up easy. Now, when I say easy, that's a phrase maybe I shouldn't be using in energy scores, because it can be costly to move that energy score. Nevertheless, we have people that are concerned, getting so concerned with it that, if they come in with a low score, like a 3, instead of a 6, 7, or 8 or something, if they're concerned, this is hurting their marketability, because power grid systems have become so expensive that when people see that their home is not efficient, the score goes to efficiency, by the way. It's how efficient is power being used, is energy being used in that particular home. And early on, we all thought these were ridiculous numbers, and now we're realizing they're not ridiculous numbers. These are for real numbers, and they're numbers that can be either costing people more money on the annual usage and heating and cooling of that home, or they can be saving them money on all the same things. That's incredible. So let's move over to windows and window mechanisms. There's all kinds of windows. There's laveur, the little flaps that, you remember the ones you crank open and they open up? The old style of those, very inefficient, by the way. I mean, just extraordinarily inefficient. But there are new ones, and they can be efficient. Just had the windows a few years ago replaced in my own home. And we went from an old, it was a double pane, but poor, and they were all leaking. They were terrible. An aluminum style. We updated to a triple. That's a triple pane window. That you can hold a heat lamp up to one side of the window on the old windows, and on the other side of that double, the old ones, you would have lots of heat coming through. You hold that same heat lamp up to the triple that I have now, with all the seals and everything they have in them now. You can't even feel the heat coming through at all. You're getting the light, but you're getting none of that heat. So as we condition the air in our homes, whether that's air conditioned or heat conditioning, we're not being impacted by an element that we don't want from the outside. I'm getting too technical here, but that is absolutely the goal, is that we're able to have a condition in the home that we want, and leave the outside to the outside, where we can go outside and we can enjoy the outside, and that's wonderful. So windows, huge. Are they sealed up? Are they leaking? What do they look like? New windows, unfortunately, very expensive. New windows can run a lot of money. I mean, it's thousands of dollars for a home, depending, of course, on how many windows you have in your home. We happen to have a bunch of windows, so it costs us a bunch of money to replace. But it's also saving us this amazing amount. And then there's the comfort factor. These things with energy scores and being an energy agent can not only save money, but it can also simultaneously make the home so much more comfortable to be in. So think about energy scores as comfort, and not just dollars pouring out the door, or the savings. Either way, think about them also as comfort. Huge amounts of comfort. The higher the number, the more likely that you will be comfortable in that home. That's something to talk to your clients about. That's something to bring their awareness up about, because everybody always thinks about the dollars first. And why wouldn't we? It's dollars coming out of our pocket. It's hard to make money. And now the dollars are leaving our pocket. So, all right. Think about how many windows you have and how many are being impacted in any particular home. That is just huge when you start thinking about it. Thermostats are different. We put a new thermostat in our own home, so I get to talk about our own home a little on today. The old-fashioned thermostats, you get in and you manually move it around. We went to a Nest thermostat. I'd like to hear from you on the comments. What kind of thermostat do you think is the best out there now? There's so many, and they're internet-based. Before we come home, we've been gone all day. I can log in with my smartphone and turn the air conditioner up. I can turn the heat up. You can adjust the heat in your own home before you arrive. You can also schedule these things. It's so techy. You can also schedule them that if you're on your way home, the system will track you. And yeah, I know people don't like tracking, but it will recognize where your phone is at. And if you're coming home, it will set the system for you. These are smart systems. It will get used to when you get up, and it'll preheat the house or cool the house, whatever it's doing that time of year, it will set it for you. These systems will save you money because you're not having to have it on one setting all day while you're at work. You can have the system go down to a lower setting, saving you money, and then automatically kick in before you come home, and you come home to a comfortable home. Thermostats have come a long way in this environment. It's really an amazing thing. We're smart homes, smart thermostats, smart devices of all types have went. I mean, we have smart lighting now. You can walk into a room, lights automatically come on, they go off, and the LED, for heaven's sakes, the LED has gotten bright. Remember, for some of you remember when they first came out with LED and it was dim. We would say, well, how are we going to replace, our 60 and 100 watt light bulbs with this? Because these things were so dim. It was terrible. Well, that's not the problem now. LEDs are brighter than incandescents. LEDs are incredibly bright, and there's no heat signature coming out of them. Absolutely. I mean, talk about the energy savings coming from it. Talk about the Energy Star approach to running a home with appliances and all your lighting. They have separated the heat from the light. Who would have thought that engineers could have ever done it? That's incredible. So when shopping for appliances for the home, so the home that your buyer's looking at, the appliances are old, they want them replaced. This is where you can showcase your knowledge, skills, and abilities again by saying, let's make sure when we request the replacement of that dishwasher, they replace it with an Energy Star rating. And you'll look up the rating that you're looking for. So it's a higher rated to save them money in water and power. These new units, they're being rated in both water usage and power usage. Because let's face it, you're charged for water coming into your house. And oh, by the way, you're charged for water leaving the house. That's incredible. I always wondered, how do they charge me for water leaving the house when I have my own seven? I'm out on a farm. But that's a different conversation for a different day. You're charged for water coming in and out. So the less water you can use, the better you are, and the better you are for our environment. So you need to start looking for inefficiencies throughout the house. What kind of inefficiencies are there? All of this will add to the knowledge that you are giving over to your client as an Energy Star agent, helping them lower the cost of ownership long term. That's what you want. That you're going to be remembered for this. We're building your business because you will be remembered as the agent that helped lower the annual cost of ownership of the home. They're able to buy a better home and have it more efficient and cost less than what they may have thought it ever could have cost them to be in the home. That's huge. I love that. When we can use our fossil fuels less, when we can use any of our systems less, this is an efficient use. This is a smart use. This is how you attach yourself to the client long term, and they will brag about you. They will, for things like this, they will go to social media and brag how their agent helped them save on annual cost of running the house. People don't even think that agents are involved in this. This is how cutting edge this thing is. This Energy Star program, the Energy Agent Now, this is how cutting edge it is. People don't even realize that you can help, and you can step in and help your clients save on the annual cost of ownership. Huge. I can't even tell you how big this is, because it is like the gorilla in the room coming at us. Of course, size and age of home matters. It always does, because the age of the home, what if you don't have good insulation? You may have to recommend having insulation blown into the walls. You may have to recommend water storage areas for like watering the grass. Now, you may need a permit for water storage areas. There's a whole, instead of using the water is just run off on your roof and into the ground again, get a permit to allow you to water the grass with it. Now, that's not a potable water. That's not something you're going to go and drink, but it can be very smart usage of water. You can garden with this water. There is so many opportunities. It's almost, and it would take a week of a conference to go over all of the opportunities that are sitting out there. If you want to be a new Energy Star, energy savings agent, and market yourself this way, this is a niche market. This is how you go after people in a niche marketing, target marketing method. People love gardens. They love micro gardens. You can show them, even in very small places, including condos, on how they can have a micro garden and have fresh fruit, or fresh vegetables, maybe not fruit, fresh vegetables right there. Home improvements, obviously, some of these things are going to take home improvements, and preparing the home throughout is going to be absolutely imperative. I'm here to help you build your business bigger than you could have ever imagined it to be. One way to build your business bigger is to showcase your knowledge, and we are here to help you build your knowledge every day so you can showcase your knowledge, skills, and abilities to your client and get into a relationship with them that they will refer business to you for years to come. This is Real Estate Daily. I'm your real estate guru. I look forward to helping you build your business. We have a link down here in the banner to our Kickstarter program where we can train you on how to build your business bigger than ever before. And we have coaching programs, one-on-one coaching programs. And on top of that, even more, we have 100% money back guarantee. That's how much we know we can build your business. Let's get started. I'll see you tomorrow.